with the political situation in Rivers State. So you have made quite a lot of permutation and prediction ever since Fubara was holding his ground down and he was not in agreement with his political godfather. As it stands now, Fubara will be reinstated, but the president has asked him to only go for one term. Barrister Darlington, does this actually clarify that Fubara was appointed and not voted for by the people of Rivers? That's one. Because how can the president ask him to only go for one term? Is it not the people that should decide if they want him to continue? How would you describe this development? Are we in a democratic system of government, or are we in a mafioso, or is this a cabal system? Is anyone not meant to go for what they want to go for? So for his political resurgence in Rivers, this is the agreement he has to go through. So would you consider this punitive measures just because he disrespected his political godfather? In this case, who has won?
Esther, I thank you so much. Now, it is now left for those people who have been supporting Tinubu and praising him for being a Democrat, for fighting for injustice, for his human rights activities. I want them to tell me what Tinubu has become in office. Is this a democracy or what? It is very, very shameful, seriously, very, very shameful. What does Tinubu want in Rivers State? What is he looking for in Rivers State? Remember, the Supreme Court has ruled on this matter, and that ruling would have brought peace in Rivers State. Because Fubara, we also have started to implement Supreme Court ruling, which would have brought peace in Rivers State. The implementation of that Supreme Court ruling would have brought peace in Rivers State quietly without anybody, breaking any head. All of a sudden, because the Tinubu saw that this man wants to do the needful, he hijacked the Supreme Court ruling and started implementing his own. And with what has happened now, what happened to the matters in court concerning the 27 lawmakers that defected? What happened to that matter? So Tinubu has become the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive in Nigeria. Unfortunately, most Nigerians are watching Tinubu. Look at how far this man has gone in destroying our democracy and our institution. Don't look at what Tinubu has become under 2 years. Not because he wants power, he wants power. I am sorry for him, seriously. I am sorry for him.
Okay, Barrister, let's look at it this way. Is it possible that it was Wike who said, Mr. President, if you want me to acquiesce to this peace or resolution that you want to enforce between I and this young man that I politically appointed, the only way I can agree to these terms and condition that you are reeling out is the fact that he will not go for a second term, and that all the lawmakers that supposedly verbally defected would be reinstated. Otherwise, if he refuses, if Fubara comes back after the 6-month suspension, he would be impeached. That's one question. Barrister Darlington, if that was the condition given by Wike to the president and the president had to adhere to it, the second thing is this. Where does this place the people of Rivers and the people that supported Fubara when this entire ordeal was going on? It was like when the conflict became official, Fubara gained a lot of fans, especially people who did not even really know him as a person and kind of understood or sympathized with his condition. So where does that leave all those people who were like, you know what? If you're going through all this now, we'll re-elect you come after your 4-year tenure. So are we saying that aspect is dead completely? There's no inroad for that?
Answer, there is nothing wrong in what Fubara have done. Yes, because if you check now, he has become a political orphan. When we are thinking that with the matters in court, justice will prevail. At least if the court has ruled on the defected to 7 lawmakers, answer, everything has given us an idea and the direction this thing will go. But the Tinubu and Wike don't want it. Answer, they don't want that matter to come alive. The court would have ruled on the defected lawmakers. Let us know whether the constitution is not stupid. Go to section 109. You can see how people have even jettisoned our constitution. Nobody should blame Fubara here. Because the judiciary did not help him. He went to court. They told him to withdraw matters. Even though they are the one that went to court, Fubara is just a defendant. The man obeyed. Now, if the judiciary have ruled on those defendant lawmakers, tell me, on what ground will Wike be telling us now that somebody will be impeached or not impeached? Will we be talking about that now? The answer is no. So you can see that they have even taken over the judiciary. Look, I wish somebody will come and stop this nonsense seriously. I wish somebody will come and stop it. It's very, very annoying. Imagine Tinubu telling somebody, you go for first time, you don't go for second time. The same thing you do in the Labour State here, Esther. Can you just imagine where they're going? Can you just imagine where this man is going? That he's going to do more. He's going to do more for God's sake. What kind of nonsense is this? It's taking for a man who has the freedom to, if somebody now tells him to go to the book, you will not go for second time in your presidency, what will he say? Esther, what will he say? What wrong did the Fubara do? What did he do wrong? Not today, nobody has told us. Nobody has told us, because let us start from where the Supreme Court ruled.
Barrister Darlington, I just want to understand, is this how the politics works? Is this the disadvantage of politics? Is this how the system of Nigeria's politics works? Because I'm surprised. If the president instituted a state of emergency for 6 months, which obviously Fubara would uphold, then why not allow the man come back? Why this kind of stringent condition? And Fubara looked so defeated, because I'm trying to understand how that is a condition for him not to be re-elected. You're saying that for me to reinstate you, you would not be re-elected. So that means Fubara did not come in through democratic means. He came in through somebody installing him. So if somebody installed him, then that means we're not operating a democratic system of government. We're operating a system of government where persons are appointed to take over certain positions. And the elections that we do is basically just by protocol and not by the will or the choice of the people. Because I need to comprehend what this means.
Esther, let us not go there again, because Fubara made more sacrifice for Wike. Remember when EFCC were looking for Fubara? It was to account for River State money. Meanwhile, Wike was the executive officer, the chief security officer, the governor of the state. So if Fubara was apprehended by EFCC, he would have been singing Kederi. And there's no way he would talk without implicating a Wike. That was why Wike used him to cover his tracks. So Fubara did more sacrifice for Wike than everybody talking about. Nobody appointed anybody. The Supreme Court validated Fubara's election, and that ended the matter. How about what put on the Igbo State? Who came from number 4 to number 1? Why is nobody talking about that? Who now appointed him from becoming number 4 to number 1? Who? So, you see, when you are a weak person, when you are too simple, everybody will pray on you. I'm not joking.
So you think this is because Fubara has that aura or demeanor of someone who is quiet, and is that why you think this happened?
What is this? That's not that easy. I'm telling you, because if we can have his own talks, who will be doing this by now? I'm sure nobody will dare. Go and check, I've told you. You know one of the reasons why nobody goes to church to go and use a dog to offer sacrifice is because of the aggressive nature of a dog. That is why whenever you see them going to church to offer, it's always a goat or a lamb. Nobody goes to church to go and offer a reverend and a pastor a dog for an offering. The dog will bite everybody in that church. In fact, that church will not hold that day. That is it now. Why do you use the dog?
So is it possible that officially, and aside from this obvious agreement that was reached, is it possible that he also would have agreed to deliver rivers for the APC come 2027?
Answer, whatever they have said, let us see whether Fubara will implement what he was told, or he just want to enter there and then assert his position. Let us see.
You think that he would go against this agreement? There is a signed, sealed signature to this. You think he will go against this agreement?
That agreement is not enforceable in law. Nobody can go to court with this useless agreement.
If he doesn't agree, don't you think they will make the state ungovernable for him? It will be a terrible situation. It may be more than what he experienced this first term.
If they push Fubara to the wall, I'm sure he's going to react. With the river people on his side, things may happen inside the matter and make everybody run for their lives. I'm not joking. Because that's what these people want. How can you dictate who will be what in River State? For what? Enter for what? There is nobody in that River State. Don't have access to the River State. Let me see whether Fubara will enter up for this to do. Then we are not in a democracy because if he did it in River State, he can do it anywhere. He can do it anywhere for God's sake. You can see what Tinubu has done to. I sympathize with those who are present Tinubu. Look at what this man is destroying our democracy. Destroying our institution for God's sake. And so you can see, tomorrow you will say we are opposing Tinubu, we are criticizing. Look at what he's doing in office. Tomorrow he says somebody is disrupting him. Is that how democracy is built? Tell me. When I was telling you people here that a snake will always be wrong, look at what I'm saying now. Tinubu is not a Democrat, for God's sake. I've said it several times. Forget about what some section of the media agree with him. They are packaging him to be what he's not. Look, I'm waiting to see what the press will say about this nonsense.
We're talking about it already.
Come out about him now.
We're talking about it already, Barrister Darlington. About what do you want the press to do about? What do you want the press to say?
There are people, especially that television house at Atlantic, whatever, his family house there. I want to see how they report this thing now. This is part of the problem. Look at what this man is doing with our democracy, for God's sake. Is it not shameful? And the people are kept quiet to answer. They will not say anything. They will never blame in the wrong talk. When they want to talk, they water it down. They'll be pulling. Is it democracy, for God's sake? Esther, answer me. Is it democracy? Look at what this man is doing in office. Under 2 years, he has taken up everything. Everything now, everything. You can't even buy a land in Lagos State. He will tell you to revoke it. Even though he has no power. You register a company, so no, why should you do that? Esther, we are in a very deep mess. Seriously, look at what this man is doing because of his power drunk. Power drunk. You are dictating who will be what, how many times you will serve. In fact, I said somebody should come and stop this nonsense before it gets too far.
Who is the person that will stop it, Barrister Darlington? If a lot of governors are defecting to the APC, he's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The buck stop as his table. He's the one that is he's the head he's the king on the political chessboard in terms of strategy making, alliances, formation, predictions, and all of that. So who would stop it?
Really?
I'm just asking, who would stop it?
Hold on. Who stopped Nebuchadnezzar? Who stopped Idi Amin? Who stopped Mobutu Sese Seko? My dear, don't worry yourself. If man does not take care of certain evil, God will take care of it. Quote me. Nothing lasts forever. It's just that when you leave office, what will be told of you? Do you think Tinubu want to leave office? Just wait until these people amend the constitution by December. You will see the clause they will put there. Tinubu is not ready to leave office because all the atrocities have been committed so far. He wouldn't want anybody to see it. I'm telling you, he wouldn't want to leave office. They would have done that constitution like they have been doing it in Cameroon and even in Uganda. They will amend it.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let's look at another situation where Yahaya Bello is asking the court to release his passport for medical trip. So all of a sudden, his case has come up again. He's requesting that he wants to travel out of the country for a medical trip because his passport is being withheld. You know, he's standing trial on charges of alleged money laundering to the tune of 80.2 billion naira, which was brought against him by the EFCC. And you also recall that he was one of the witnesses as well to testify against Natasha Akpoti in court concerning the defamation and defamation mannerism slammed against her by Akpabio as well as a couple of other persons in the National Assembly. Also remembering that the president set up a committee to investigate that particular matter. So how come Yahaya Bello was not sick all this while and conveniently he intends to travel out for a medical trip? Is that the norm? That is the norm with this political elite anytime they have a court case to respond to?
Esther, that matter is not going anywhere. since the matter has gotten to this level, and some people are congratulating him on his birthday, forget that matter. It's a matter of time.
Who are the people congratulating him on his birthday?
The federal government.
The president too.
Yes, they will get my yes now. Why are they congratulating you? Can't you see? The man is even playing God himself. He has started himself. He's now making speeches, going for meetings and all that. Without anybody asking you, but you have a case to answer. You will not be surprised, but this one may be given an appointment very soon. I'm not joking. So that will tell you where these people have taken our democracy to. You can see, corruption has, in fact, it has developed a life of its own in Nigeria. Nobody bothers. As long as you are a good go-getter, you can do anything and get away with it. Look at the FCC. They don't know if they don't do it. Nobody will send the Yahaya Bello to jail, forget it. And you will not refund that money. Esther, Yahaya Bello will not go anywhere. The signs are there already.
Pastor Darlington, I am literally shocked with the turn of events. What I mean shocked, I don't know how to comprehend the situation.
Because I told the people that it is better to pursue a black sheep with the data before nightfall. I started saying this from Buhari. Few of you. Even in fact, at times you'll be saying, why don't you like Tinubu? Will you ever do something that you like? Hey, you are bad for the people. You're dancing me. Oh yeah, look at it now.
No, I just want to understand. You imposed a state of emergency. You removed, you suspend democratically elected members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. I mean, I don't understand if that is part of the Constitution. And then you're mandating that for you to be reinstated after the suspension that is still in question that you impose, which a couple of people still think is illegal. You are given a mandate and saying that unless you refuse to recontest, then fine. Although, so if he refuses, then he would have been impeached. That's what it means. So
that is the game plan. Of course, the game plan was to do this, but they know they wouldn't have succeeded. That's why they hijacked it. If not, allow the man to implement Supreme Court judgment.
So what kind of political dispensation is this? If the politics doesn't give the room for people to decide what they want, I want to understand what it means.
I would have even loved the State Assembly to impeach Fubara, democratically and legally. Let the matter be rested and let's see what pans out.
But it's obvious that Fubara wants to come back. It's obvious that Fubara wants to retain. Fubara wants to come back. Because if you looked at the video, he looked so defeated. He looked so. I can't. I don't.
You heard what he said. He has not seen before the public now.
Well, Barrister Darlington, they say politics has no sentiments or emotion. It's what it is. It's the game. If you can't play dirty, then don't get into it. And I think this is part of what it means to be involved in politics. There's no democracy in politics.
I disagree with you.
You disagree?
Esther.
Okay.
I disagree. If it were so, the Western world wouldn't have developed. Esther, if the way you describe politics is the way it is, the Western world wouldn't have developed. And you wouldn't have anywhere to send our children or go for holidays that nobody would have touched politics. It is you people here that have messed it up. With people like Tinubu. With people like Tinubu who deceive everybody. That is a Democrat. He is this. Look at it. What is democratic about this in the United States?
But the insinuation is that if he had not done what he did, Fubara would be impeached, and that he did a very good thing by ensuring that Fubara and Wike resolves their conflict so that there will be no political tension in Rivers.
It's a lie. Answer is a lie. I've analyzed it. It's a lie. He was working towards an answer. Forget that thing. It's a lie. They wouldn't have impeached him. They wouldn't have impeached Fubara in Rivers. It wouldn't have been possible. Is it not a question? Who would have impeached him? Who would have done that?
It was already beginning. Have you forgotten what the Supreme Court gave their ruling at the time? They had already begun the process.
The man was trying to implement it. They didn't allow him to finish before they hijack everything. What are you saying? They should have allowed the man to implement what the Supreme Court said. They want to sit down, then they will impeach him. I will know that yes, it was done legally. Did he save him now? He just humiliated him. Tinubu just wanted to exercise his powers. He wanted to tell the whole world that yes, he can appoint and release a governor.
Let's begin what's trending with a picture story that broke last night about the truce brokered between FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and the suspended governor of Rivers State, Fubara, by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. President Tinubu hosted Wike and Fubara at the presidential villa with the suspended Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martins Amuwole, and the majority leader, Major Jack, in attendance. While speaking after the meeting, both Fubara and Wike stated that all factions had resolved to work together for the progress of peace in the state. Let's take a look.
All agreed to work together with the governor, and the governor also agreed to work together with all of us who are members of the same political family. Yes, just like humans, you have disagreements, and then you also have a time to also settle your disagreement, and that has been finally concluded today, and we have come to report to Mr. President that is what we have agreed. So for me, everything is over, and enjoy everybody who believe to work with us, to also work together with everybody. That there's no more acrimony, there's nothing to say we're disagreeing. We have all agreed on everything. So we thank God. For me, it's a day we have to thank Almighty God.
For me, it's very important that this day has come to be. What we need for the progress of Rivers State is peace. And by the special grace of God this night, with the help of Mr. President and the agreement of the leaders of the states, including our leader, peace has returned in Rivers State. We'll do everything within our power to make sure that we sustain it this time around.
Well, I like that from Fubara, saying hope that the peace will be sustained this time around. But, you know, there are a lot of questions that were raised. I mean, I would say kudos to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at this moment. I mean, he has shown that if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow, right? Basically, that's what he really proved by this, I guess, the emergency rule that was declared and the truce that has now been brokered. Let me take Ifeanyi's tweet. He wrote, "This high-level engagement reflects the gravity of the situation and the President's recognition of the need for stability, peace, and democratic order in the state. It is imperative that this meeting yields concrete steps towards reconciliation and resolution rather than temporary fixes that leave underlying issues addressed. Rivers State cannot afford prolonged political instability, especially given its strategic importance to Nigeria's economy and governance. The interests of the people must take precedence over political rivalries. The current rift has already had far-reaching implications on governance, development, and public trust. We urge all parties involved to approach this dialogue with sincerity, maturity, and a shared commitment to peace. President Tinubu's involvement must go beyond symbolic mediation. It should facilitate enforceable agreements that restore institutional harmony and respect for democratic norms. The people of Rivers State deserves leadership that is focused on service delivery, not political power play. We call for transparency in the outcome of this meeting and hope it marks the beginning of a new chapter of cooperation and progress for the state." Plenty questions have been by. Also, the question about whether or not the governor will defect eventually. I mean, those are some of the people were asking those questions online. And of course, this agreement has to be agreement now, agreement you.
For settlement, you can't they tell me nonsense. Agreement is agreement you.
Yeah, I mean, we have to just state that fact, really.
Pata sun sevanda.
Pata sun sevanda. Pata sun sevanda.
Was epic.
Agreement
is agreement.
I mean, this is really all for the people. All for the people of Rivers State and all the Rivers women. I hope that they are now, you know, they will be happy to see that, you know. And when is this emergency rule going to be lifted? We need that transparency as well. Rufai, you're laughing. Go ahead.
You know, I'm laughing because of the hypocrisy we generate in this country. Maybe I will tell you the truth. It's nothing you're going to do to me. This fight is never about the people. It's about state resource. Godfather that put God's son there, they all fought over interest. They are all personal interests. When they are fighting, they call all of us to come and join them. Some people were taking sides. That's why I was asking the likes of Mr. Bernard Miko. Well, you know the ones that say, Fubara is governor, he must stay. Now, Wike has shown he has more power. Everybody has gone behind Fubara. They say God is with him. You see, when people are pushing you, when they are no longer, they will say God is with you. They didn't know God was with you from the very first part. For me, the fight was supposed to be a fight of principle. It was supposed to be a fight against this hegemony of Godfathers. Yeah. It was supposed to be a fight against words like, I was the one that made you governor. And that's why I say it's not in the interest of the people. The people were there, they were hearing when this party were saying, I made you governor. I didn't make you governor. I made you go. Should one person be making another person leader over a state or the will of the people? So it shows that the democracy we practice is fast falling to the sand of obscurity. So we should stop deceiving ourselves. These two, they reach agreement now because Wike has been able to show. And probably because Wike aligned right and is with President Tinubu. And with due respect, Oji, let's not encourage President Tinubu on the aberration he did. What are we thanking him for? He sided with one party over the other. It was not a level playing field fighting. Because Wike was in his cabinet and because of political needs, sided with one party over the other. And he gave Wike the upper hand.
Yeah, but now there is peace.
And from there, which year peace? Was there not always peace in Rivers State all this while?
No, there was too much rancor going on.
It was not the case of rancor.
One assembly
the
has
rancor, let's not deceive
thing,
ourselves.
one thing after another.
It was only once that thing happened.
There was a
the
lot.
rancor was because the dramatics personnel were at loggerheads with each other. It was never about the people. The people were not at rancor.
The people were not, yes.
They crafted the people into it. Let's stop supporting, except we will not have a country, because it will not be a country of hegemons. That's what Nigeria
I'm not supporting emergency rule. I didn't say that.
Let me put this in a theoretical context. What has been established? I had said earlier on this program that yes, we commend President Tinubu for intervening. This is not the first time that he's intervening, because as president of Nigeria, he wants peace and stability in every part of the federation. And it was because in his own reckoning and the reckoning of his advisors, although we said, they acted ultra vires, that he imposed that 6 months state of emergency. But what is confirmed is that President Tinubu, acting as father figure and intervening, is that in Nigeria, we are running a paternalistic system of democracy.
Yes, ma'am.
A paternalistic system of governance is a system where you have a parent figure, so that when the children quarrel, like Trump saying, Iran and Israel are behaving like children. And Mark Rutte will say, well, Daddy will whip them back together. This is precisely what we have. A paternalistic system of democracy. The second theory that applies here is what they call a rentier system of governance. Rentier, a rent collection system of governance, where a man says, I'm the godfather in this place, and my word is law. And the ultimate personification at this moment, at this time, is Nyesom Wike, who is gloating, masturbating, and saying that this matter has been resolved because, we have reached agreement and all that. It's a confirmation of the rentier system that we run in this environment. Now, the third point is about the interest of this client. The client is, what's his name? Fubara. Because this is clientelism. Somebody makes you a governor, and then as a client, you just have to submit. And that's why I said earlier on, it was a case of surrender. What are the details? What are the details of this surrender? Does it mean that he will join APC? Does it mean that he will agree to one term? Does it mean that anything that Minister Wike says hereafter, either with regard to local government elections or whatever, is what he will do? So even with this agreement that has been reached, the devil is in the details.
All right.
The final point
point. It's about the interest of the people of Cross River State. Where are those Ujo youths who were defending Fubara? We didn't see them there. Where are those...
you mean at the meeting?
At the meeting.
What would they be doing there?
Where are those elders who were saying, we stand with Fubara and this is where we stand? We didn't see them. Fubara went alone. The people that we saw at that meeting was the Martin Abewule faction, the Wike faction. And they were there. They dictated to him. So Fubara has eaten the humble pie. But we would like to see developments, what happens, whether the suspension will be lifted, whether he will join APC, and how River State will be governed thereafter. However, our interest is the interest of the people of River State.
Yes. That
the state is governed in their interest.
Correct.
Whether Fubara gets a second term or not is not our business. If he likes, he can genuflect to Wike in the democratic process. 4 years. Whether they give him second term, that's his problem.
All right.
If he goes to APC, we'll be here to analyze it.
Yes.
There's no, we don't need to write academic papers, as Bernard Miko was advising. No, the matter is not that serious.
All right.
Enough common sense to explain what they are doing to themselves.
All right, well said.
If I just they should use auto-transcript. All our comments are voices. Auto-transcript will transcript.
Oh, they consult
ChatGPT. Right?
Correct.
Forget it.
Well, all right. I guess the story continues. The story continues. Meanwhile, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has denied online reports claiming he allocated 2,000 hectares of land in prime Abuja districts like Maitama and Asokoro to one of his sons. On Thursday, a report by People's Gazette alleged that Wike allocated 2,082 hectares of prime land in Abuja, worth an estimated $3.6 billion, to his son, Joaquin Wike. The report claimed that the allocations were made through a company called Jack Farms and Estates Limited. The Gazette further alleged that Wike personally signed multiple certificates of occupancy for his son's company and bypassed regulations by not paying ground rent, registration, or survey fees, which would contravene the Code of Conduct for public officers. Wike's media aide, Larry Olayinka, denied the allegations, dismissing the report as falsehood and malicious, asserting that not even a single plot of land has been allocated to any of the minister's children. Olayinka clarified that while Jack Farms and Estates Limited is a duly registered company that received a land allocation in Wari Area Council, it was solely for agricultural purposes. He challenged the publishers of the report to provide concrete evidence of any land allocation bearing the names of Wike's children. Let me take this tweet from Mezie, who wrote, "Now, who owns Jack Farms and Estate Limited? Why did Wike refuse to throw more light on the company, Jack Farms and Estate Limited, that he allocated the land to for agricultural purposes? Why did Wike give shallow response? Why did he not say the company in question has nothing to do with him or any of his family members? He allocated public land to a company registered by his son for agricultural purposes, while millions of genuine and real farmers in Nigeria are gnashing their teeth looking for land for their genuine farming projects. Is Wike's son a farmer? Does he farm in Nigeria all the way from UK where he resides? What happens to Wike allocating land to genuine and real farmers who produce real and genuine food for the nation? Does he think we are daft? That's the question from Meze Vimbai.
Well, I think we've seen a number of issues this week where the response has been these documents are fake. Yes. And I just ask myself, is this how bad things have gotten, that all the documents, or so many documents that are purported to be either court documents or CAC documents and so forth, now land documents, are being said to be fraudulent? I mean, it means we must have some very, very creative, can I call them content creators, in this country who are specializing in creating very believable fraudulent documents. Now, I know people dug deeper into the CAC, and they found that one of the Rivers State House of Reps members is registered as one of the owners of this Joaquin Farms, excuse me. That's the farm within the company, within just 2 weeks of being registered, was allotted 400 plots of land. So there are so many discrepancies in this. But the real question is, why distance yourself from part of it and not all of it, if truly there isn't an element of truth to it? And I think that's why I love investigative journalism, and that's why investigative journalism is under attack. Because you find that these people do the good work of unearthing. I always wonder, how do they do? I'm not investigative to this sense. You know, I can't go in and dig stuff up, but there are people who specialize in being able to dig anything up of this nature, and the documents look irrefutable. So, you know, if it is a fraudulent fake story, then I'm looking forward to some sort of libel case or something of that to refute this. But to the publishers of the story. But it looks extremely compelling beyond reasonable doubt.
A quick comment from both. I think Rufai wanted to speak quickly.
Okay, what I want to say is this. I did do some investigative work, and I dug into this. What People's Gazette said is that they have a cache of files. They've not released all the files. This is just one out of batch, 1,000, you know the way they name batches of files. They have about 5, but they said there was one that they couldn't lay their hands on. So it behoves on People's Gazette to bring out the remaining cache of files, if they have their facts, as they claim. But this one that was released is a very interesting, curious case for me. Number one, the fact that this company was registered on the 10th of October, 2024, and 7 days after, there was a grant of that land. And please, Nigerians, let's do this test. You can go ahead, for the fun of it, register a company today and try to get land allocation in Abuja, and let's see how the process goes, if it's going to go for 7 days. I think that's the first place to go for. I mean, if that's the way it is, that means it's very efficient, you know. So, but I think Nigerians register companies and go sue for land allocation. That's number one part for me. Secondly, in Larry Olayinka's response, he didn't deny the allocation. He didn't deny that allocation was not given there, but he said it was for agricultural purposes. What we should scrutinize now is, what are the processes involved in allocation of land for agricultural purposes? 2, what about the issues of the ground rents? 3, who are the promoters of this whatever farms company?
Joaquin.
4, and let's also see a transparent paper trail as regards this. And the 5th most important point is premium times. The other cache, I say premium times. It's People's Gazette. The other cache of documents they say they have, let us bring it out. Let us also subject those documents, to forensic evaluation, so we can also get both parts out, just for the sake of, public scrutiny.
This matter is simple. And we just must stay with the principles again. Now, in a matter like this, it is the person that alleges that must prove. Nigeria runs a prosecutorial system, not an accusatorial system. In the French system, they have accusatorial system. If they accuse you of something, you must come and prove your innocence. But in our own case here, it is the person who alleges that must come and prove. The onus is not on Nyesom Wike to come and prove anything. The onus is on those people who are alleging that he has given over 2,000 square meters of land to his son to provide the evidence. If they do not have that evidence, they will be guilty of bringing up a malicious and vexatious issue. That's number one. Number 2, they are accusing Joaquin Wike's son of having collected 2,000 square meters from his father. How old is Joaquin Wike? If he's of age, he has the right to own property once he follows due process. Whether he's Wike's son or not is completely immaterial. Everyone under the Constitution of Nigeria has the right to property.
Abati, you are saying that boy have a right to property. We are talking about 2,082 hectares. What are you talking about, Abati? Do you know what is 2,082 hectares? I don't get these people sometimes. What's Abati talking about? Eh? Anyway, I'll come back to this.
It follows due process.
Right.
Whether he's Wike's son or not is completely immaterial. Everyone under the Constitution of Nigeria has the right to property.
All right.
So that's another thing that those who are alleging must prove. The third point that is also relevant here is about procedures, which is one of the points that Rufai raised. That, okay, if you apply for land, they won't give you within 1 week, but in this case, it looks like it was an expedited process. Those who are alleging must also prove that. Right. Now, you raised the question. You did. You said they looked at the documents, one man, one company, or one lawmaker in Rivers, right? But they didn't find Wike's son's name there. Yesterday, in another case of land grabbing involving Mr. Peter Obi, I quoted Solomon and Solomon, an 1896 case with regard to the law of real property, which I studied that subject many years back, over 30 years ago. Now, the thing is that you can lift the veil. Have they lifted the veil to establish that it's Wike's son? So fair is fair.
Right.
We do not support frivolous, vexatious allegations, even while you make a case for investigative journalism.
Fantastic.
Even investigative journalism should be anchored on the foundation of responsible journalism.
Well said,
as
Dr.
Francis
Martin.
C.S. Merrill argued in his book of the same title.
Well said. Again, he who alleges must prove. So we're waiting for more details.
People's Gazette must give those facts.
We will report on the story, as always. Well, let's head over to Ondo State now.
I need to stop that right there. I appreciate you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us today. Happy weekend to every one of you. Today is Friday, 27th of June, 2025. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do, and I love you so much. Thank you very much, my lovely brother, Abu Azi. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you for your selfless service all the time here. I appreciate every one of you right there. I've showcased those of you that, you know, I can see. I cannot deliberately pass anybody as long as you're on my comment section. I want to say I appreciate every one of you right there. Ajio Deborah, Ariemi Abdu, Manapegi Modi, thank you very much. I appreciate you always. Thanks for the super chat and thanks for the membership support. I appreciate every one of you. I can see more people there. Timmy Dibe, many more. I just need to move on right now. Mike Akambari, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. But I'd like us to move on. Now, somebody need to ask Abati. When you are saying, yes, you might be right. Everybody have right to own a property. But not everybody have right to have a property, especially a boy like this, to be alleged to a property of 2,080-something acres. How come he didn't address that, Abati? Anyway, we got information today that Tinubu ordered probe for Wike. You know, the sanctity of this information, I don't know, but it's coming from the same people who accused the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, of stealing land, Ojibole of land, allegedly. The same People's Gazette is the one that came out now that Tinubu have ordered probe, an immediate probe on Wike, that he cannot allow his name to be stained. Tinubu ordered probe of Wike over $3.6 billion Abuja land grant to son, Joaquin. Siam, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered an investigation into the apparent corruption and abuse of office by Abuja Minister Nyesom Wike. The People's Gazette can report. You see, these People's Gazette now you Wike Nyash, now they just stand put to Wike Nyash. They just, you see, if you see the way that they go and they go, you will not understand. State House sources said the president issued the directive on Thursday night, although details were not finalized until Friday afternoon. The president agreed that the minister's activity, as reported in the media, was suspicious and ordered a probe to determine if he had illegally enriched himself. A presidential aide told People's Gazette, listen, presidential aide, what are they getting right to? Now, if they pass information now to People's Gazette, right? The same way, obedient they every sector, every industry, every angle, every corner for Nigeria. That's why sometimes you are not even sure where this information coming from or how did this information linked. It not be small thing. But meanwhile, presidential aide told the People's Gazette by telephone on Friday afternoon the SGF's office would be coordinating the probe and will encourage anyone who may have seen any wrongdoing in government to always bring such to the attention of the administration. The official added under anonymity to discuss an investigation. The official did not immediately say whether anti-graft departments such as EFCC, ICPC would be involved in the inquiry, could last several months. A spokesperson for the SGF, George Akome, did not immediately return a request seeking comment about development. Another source said the probe might not have been announced because the president didn't want to be seen as being antagonistic towards Mr. Wike, who has received recognition for his handling of federal projects across the nation's capital. However, anti-corruption activist Larry Sorawaju said the probe should be rigorous and transparent to prevent a repeat of the futility that characterized such inquiries in the past. So I'll just leave that one right there. According to this report, Tinubu is trying not to come in directly, but he wants them to probe this to the last bit or whatever investigation. But listen, guys, listen. We know how Nigeria works. Yes, we know how Nigeria works. Between you and I, if we want to be honest to ourselves, between now to the next 72 hours or maximum the next 1 week, let's be straight here, this whole matter will be swept away. Why some of you listening to me right now, if not all of you, we move on to the next topic. Yes, remember Wike have done a lot for Tinubu, so Tinubu will not want to disgrace Wike publicly. Allegedly, that's my thinking. I don't know. I don't know what they happen between these two people. But with my own knowledge, my own understanding, Tinubu wouldn't want to disgrace this man publicly. That's what I think. But what do I know? Maybe this one I just say, maybe this we will not talk put, make we talk put, maybe not this report be. But People's Gazette vow not to give up. They'll continue to push more and more on this. And remember, they also stated that they have more information to pass out. So let's see how it goes. And the outcome, if it's out, we will project it certainly here. But meanwhile, I would like us to move on now to Peter Obi's brother's building that was demolished. Lagos State government have responded. I would like us to quickly take this video. And Peter Obi himself went to Sky News in the UK. He go talk for there. But wait till he go talk for there, we'll go listen to him. But meanwhile, let's listen to this quickly. A link I've posted out earlier on. In case you want to join the panel, it's the best time for you to come in. God bless you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you.
Was filled with a lot, not the weekend, but the past few days rather, so a lot of celebration. Governor Sanwo-Olu's 60th birthday coinciding with his 6th year in office as governor of Lagos State. So maybe we should say congratulations to you and the governor by extension. But let's talk about some of the other issues of governance, right? And I'll start with this controversy. Mr. Peter Obi put up that image and the post about the demolition of his brother's property. You put out a statement saying that LAPSCA or the Lagos State government was not involved. But did you really say that the Lagos State government, or government in this case, was involved? Why did you have to put out that rebuttal?
Well, first, my reaction was just to keep quiet about that kind of thing. That somebody like Mr. Peter Obi experienced about life, and one of our leaders, and then going on the social media to make that kind of a drama and show of, I do not want to use any word that may be offensive, but it wasn't fair. he should have done some investigation. And then, of course, I also want to blame our people, the journalists. As I usually say, reporting is dying. Everybody is on television or radio, picking up the microphone and just talking. Nobody is reporting anymore. Reporting is at the heart of journalism. It's been abandoned. Up till now, nobody can tell you, no reporter can tell you that this is exactly what happened. So tomorrow another person will take after Mr. Obi, go on the social media and say his cousin's home has been demolished and all of that. So Lagos State government had to come out to say, we knew nothing about it.
Mr. Omatosho, Mr. Peter Obi.
But wait, to my people, I don't understand what the Lagos State government they talk for here. Peter Obi never stated anything to accuse the Lagos State government. Peter Obi said categorically that people will come no know who sent them. The document they provided, there's no name. So Peter Obi never mentioned any name. So if Peter Obi went on social media to complain, yes, he have to, because he's not sure. When I say the reason why we're telling you guys, say Peter Obi would have arrested those people. Some of them for year where they use emotions, they cover on our head. When I say no, like, see now. Because if maybe they tie those people like goats, like Christmas goats, by now we for know who sent them. Now, Lagos State government now don't wash their hands, they are not part of it. Now, who can go destroy Peter Obi brother's house?
Put out that tweet.
Yeah.
No journalist, at least on this side, put out the tweet. It was Mr. Peter Obi who went there and then went on X and put out the post on X with images. And again, as I said, did he say particularly that the Lagos State government is the one responsible for the demolition? I just wanted to put it clear.
He didn't say that, but the internet hyenas and all manner of jokers on the internet, they descended on Lagos State government thinking that Lagos State government did it. Nobody did any investigation. He himself did no investigation. And, just put out that tweet that could set the place on fire. When there is demolition, people just think about Lagos State government. They don't think about any other person coming to do it. They don't think about people fighting over property and going to court. They don't think about people who are maliciously doing things to, upset everybody.
So let's set the record straight. What exactly happened, at least from the side of the government, which necessitated you to put out that statement?
When we saw it, and we saw the reaction on the internet about people abusing the Lagos government and saying things that are not factual, we had to first of all put out that statement to tell people that we know nothing about it. But as of now, we are investigating what is going on. And what we've been able to find out is what they call a street balance, two fighting. I mean, it's a kind of a litigation over the property. Two people, claiming ownership and all of that. But we are yet to get to the root of the matter. I mean, if I was the person going to talk about it, I would first have gone to, say, lands registry to find out what is going on, who owns this. I will have gone to court. I will have contacted our lawyers, go and find out, is there a litigation on this property? Who demolished it and why? But nobody found out all of that. All we saw was a very respected man going on television.
For the record, before we move away from this conversation on demolition of this particular property and talk to other issues, does any other person have a right to move equipment to go and demolish anything anywhere?
I don't think so. I don't think so. And that is part of why the Lagos government is investigating the matter to find out who did what and why.
Okay. So maybe we should listen to
in fact, before you do any demolition, you have to take permission.
Right. So someone demolished it illegally without taking permission from government. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. We don't have anybody asking us to give permission.
You don't have anybody. Why are you here? Where do you come talk for here then? Are you not the Lagos State government that we are supposed to be looking up to? You just came to defend your name, but what about the illegality? Somebody just carry caterpillar, go destroy building. Now they ask you now that, does anyone have right to carry caterpillar, go destroy other people's property? You say you don't think so. We have a big problem in this country, man. Now you are trying to gag Peter Obi how to cry. No, listen, guys. Have you ever seen anybody, you get to your house were demolished, then you will peacefully just come up for there, they follow one issues office, they go, wait till happen. Nobody. 99.9% of any individuals in the world, we first go on social, go turn on their camera to cry out. Go where? If maybe you write something for the building, yes. Peter Obi can go to one office to another to find out the person who can write something for my brother's house. Not after the demolition. How you want to tell person on a beat, how you go take cry? Now they are trying to drag Peter Obi now. Say no, if you not cry the way you take cry. To the best of my knowledge, Peter Obi never mentioned any name. He never directly or indirectly mentioned Lagos State government. Then I'll come back to what I said from the day one. I wish those people will come demolish, they tied them for ground like goats. Hi, if you're sweet. This matter for the sweet now. But someone will say, no, we don't need to tie anybody. Peter Obi is a peaceful man. Look, listen. If Unati say na bread and butter, now una want to rule Nigeria, many of us are still sleeping and we are dreaming. Let's be honest. Maybe tonight now, many of us will still face. Maybe na bread and butter we want to win Nigeria. The way they go so. If you want to win a country with bread and butter, not before Nigeria, go country like UK. Even America safe, Donald Trump, when I also say they be plucky head come out where they do campaign one time. When I not see that man will go high at the top of roof where be plucky head come out. Oh, when I not see him. Now bread and butter they take the win election. If we talk now, they attack us. Now they are whereas we not get any better contribution to this fight. Oh. No contribution at all. Now that you are just you positioned yourself to continue to attack those who are putting their effort, putting their life and putting everything out there, how to see Nigeria become better. Peter Obi was there for 4 hours. He say he asked them, they say they don't know who sent them. If now you that is listening to me today, somebody can't destroy your house and you come there, the people who destroy, they still dey ground. Who send them? They say they don't even know who sent them, but they all give them their address. Maybe they can't destroy them. So you go out, go to eat pounded yam and the goosey soup, right? We have a long way to go. Let's continue to tell ourselves the truth. We have a long way to go. Because if you see the government are not helping, the people themselves, none is helping themselves. We are not helping ourselves. We are very good in antagonizing ourselves, insulting ourselves, tackling ourselves, opposing ourselves. But when it comes to the government, we become, in fact, I wish there's other name I can use now to replace cowards. Let me take this call quickly before I move on with the next video. Good evening to you, sir. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello.
Hello, sir. We can hear you. Where you calling from? What's your name, sir?
I'm calling from Texas, Elvis. How you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us, sir.
Elvis, you are very, very correct. One thing I like about you is you always say the truth concerning Obi. The problem I have personally with Obi is too weak. He's too slow to be a Nigerian politician. If you don't want heat, get out from the kitchen. Nigerian politics is not meant for people like Obi. He's too soft, he's too slow. How can they do what they did to him? Because just look at him. A presidential candidate, look at the way he talks. He's talking as if he's just a normal Nigerian. They can't try that with Wike. They can't try that with all these top politicians in Nigeria. They just go to your house, your brother's house, and just demolish it just like that. You came to social media and you are crying. And you see that this he won't be president of Nigeria. You saw what Wike did today. You see the way Wike is moving. If you want to be a president of Nigeria, you want to play Nigerian politics, you have to be tough. If you are soft, the politics of Nigeria is not for you. It's not meant for decent and weak people. You have to man up. You have to Nigerians vote for Obi today, they will go court, they will still win out for court. He cannot defend votes of his supporters. Now the reason when I went to Kennedy go talk with that, say you know the support person will not defend the votes. And it's true. The man is too weak as a politician, he's too weak. People that talk the truth.
Okay. No worry. They go beat you for this your submission. Just they wait for that beating, eh?
I know. See, you are saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing. Nigeria politics is not meant for the gentle. If you are gentle, just leave Nigeria politics. It's not for you. That is how they play it over there. That is why Obi is moving the way he's moving. He cannot win anything because he's too slow.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Amaka, I can see all of una name don't change. YouTube don't change una name to una username now. Everybody call it get 008, 1978, 1978, different. So I don't know now whether Amaka O be this, whether Amaka E be this now. They don't change all my people name. I can't know that because I know they will have up to 2, 3 Amaka here. So Amaka, I don't know the one we build. I know say we get Amaka E, we get Amaka O. Everything is now 1978, 78. Which one? Well, God, YouTube, why did they do me like this? My brain don't memorize my people. Even when I see them small, I don't know who they there. They don't change everything. Okay, Amaka O. Okay, thank you. They don't change everything. No verse. You say what he expect Peter Obi to do. Listen, it's simple. I said it. I said Peter Obi for tie those people. Where you can't see for sight, like Christmas. You don't see the way they tie Christmas goats. They can't go tie the rope, tie them for their neck. You can't go tie that rope for tree. Make it not wrong. Abi? Now, so therefore, they tie them. Even some stubborn Christmas goats, say for Melu, they can't tie their 2 legs and 2 hands join them. They can't go tie them for tree. Make it not wrong. That is what Peter Obi supposed to have done. Because this was clear. Who are you? They said they don't get name. Who sent you now? We don't know their name. They just told us the address. We came here. Peter Obi said, for you? Okay, take my number. Give who sent you now. They collected Peter Obi number. Peter Obi now decided to wait for 4 hours. According to him, he said, I was there for 4 hours, waiting that someone will call me. Nobody called me. Peter Obi dey inside son there with one policeman who not remember to talk. He whole one gone. This man, Peter Obi, is even aware that he's not a man of himself anymore, that people believe so much in him. Peter Obi fit use leg waka from Lagos go Onisha. He go forget, say there are a lot of people who depend on him. For Nigeria that have a very high rate of insecurity. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, God forbid, as Peter Obi did there. So hoodlum just come out from one corner. Hey, what did they happen here? What did they happen here? One carry stone, he stone them, or anything happen. But now they think this thing now. Because if Peter Obi go on a platform now, some of them they listen and they hear the right question you people cannot ask. Why can't you people tell Peter Obi that at this time now, at this time, your name is echoing? And the risk for anything to happen to you is extremely high. Can you protect yourself? I don't say some of them go start now. I'm so tired. No, God, they protect person. Yes, God, they protect all of us. But the way Peter Obi the waka, I'm not happy about it. Listen, guys, I don't understand how Nigerian politics today. These guys are desperate. These guys are extremely desperate. And when they are desperate, you know what that means. My mouth now 1 year and finish. But I like also listen to what Peter Obi have to say. More people are calling in. Please, let me quickly play this short 2 minutes video and I will take more calls.
Here in London to rally support, he told Sky News he wants to save his country.
Everybody can see, especially the youth, can see that something is wrong. And we're saying we want to change the situation. The country cannot continue on this trajectory and leading to nowhere.
What would you as president do for relations with Britain? And why should British people care about an election in Nigeria, do you think?
Because it's important to them. We have 200 million people, which, if the economy changed today, is a huge market for Britain. It is critical for them. As Britain exits European Union, they need Commonwealth members.
Even on the doorstep of a London think tank, he draws a crowd, seen by his supporters as a break with the past.
I think he is the right person for the right job at the right time. And this is the right time.
All right. This particular video, is it recent or the previous one? Because I want to be sure, because it's circulating right now on Twitter. I don't try to go find the long one. I could not, but I picked this one literally from this handle here. Is it recent or because I know Peter Obi fair go Sky News that time, right? During the time of campaign. But I'm not sure if, yes, it was Peter Obi grassroots mobilization. I post this one so. Okay. Yes, that's what I suspect. Yeah. Okay. That's what I suspect. But nevertheless, I want you all to understand the only way we can survive this whole thing that is happening in Nigeria, we must come together and speak in one voice. But we all are divided. Let's be honest to ourselves. Yes, we are divided. Let me take this article quickly, then I'll take calls. As you can see, concerning Wike and Fubara, 4 conditions to be met before Tinubu can reinstate Fubara. And one of the main conditions here, Daily Post reported that the resolution of crisis came during a meeting between Tinubu and aggrieved parties at the presidential villa Abuja late night. However, the cable reported that Fubara's reinstatement is to come with 4 conditions. According to the report, Fubara will be reinstated to complete his 4 years tenure, but must not seek a second term in 2027. Also, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike would be allowed to nominate all the local government chairpersons across the 23 local governments in the state. Fubara was said to have agreed to pay all outstanding allowances and entitlement owed to the 27 lawmakers loyal to the FCT minister. The lawmakers were before now suspended from the State Assembly. In addition to the above, lawmakers will not initiate any impeachment proceeding against the governor when reinstated by Tinubu. So the major condition here is that Fubara will go and complete his 4 years and get out. Now, I don't know what I want to call Fubara, Sha. I don't know what I want to call this man, to be honest. But I'd like us to move on. I'd like to take another article that I have here. I think, is that all? I think I still have one more here. Okay, that's it. I'm done with my articles, my presentations, and I would like to take some calls right now. If you were the ones calling in, this is the best time for you to call in. Let me quickly take calls and move on to the panel. I appreciate every one of you. Madam Amy, you called in. Yes, please help us to press on the like, help us to share, take our voices far. I appreciate every one of you right there. Madam Amy, if you are there, please quickly talk to us. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Josh. Thank you very much for picking my call, and good evening to all those other viewers and Mommy Diaspora as well. One, first of all, you just talked about Fubara. I'm actually shocked with regards to what Tinubu is doing. Tinubu is just causing so much problem, and he's not a Democrat. I'm so ashamed that he's actually allowing Wike to elect the people in the local government. Who does that? I'm so shocked for Tinubu to actually turn a governor to just a scapegoat for Wike to take on another term. Nigerians should wake up. That's one. Number two, the Lagos State government, the representative about Obi's brother's situation is a shame to democracy and Lagos State as well. the man said Obi is causing drama. Somebody's house was actually taken down. You are saying it's causing trouble. So now, what actually have they actually, if they are concerned about what is happening to a citizen in Lagos State, have they actually put out an inquiry to call the person who was involved to start investigation? Nothing has been done in Lagos State. And the whole problem, saying Peter Obi put out a statement, and anyway, Lagos State and Nigeria is just a joke. Then number two, the third one is Abati saying the journalists that actually brought out the information should actually go to court. And I don't understand that if he's an illiterate or something. It's just like a whistleblower. You brought information, you are telling the person to come to court with allegation. Is it not right for the government to take that information to now order an investigation like what Tinubu has done, even if it's fake or not? This is the right thing to do, for them to order a probe from the whistleblower. But he was just saying rubbish this morning, because it's like every morning before he comes in, they talk to him and they tell him, you have to do this to our favor, because sometimes Abati just says things that doesn't really make sense. All he does is just pick grammar, and I wonder sometimes if he knows what he's doing, in his job. So that's my take for the evening, and thanks very much. And the last one is Tinubu needs to leave office. If Tinubu is telling Fubara to do one term, now Nigeria should tell him to do one term, because he has failed woefully as a president, whereby all the rule of law is just doing what he likes, not following the rule of law. It needs to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man. God bless you. Thank you. I'd like to take another call here. Good evening to you. Your name and where are you calling us from? Hello. Yeah, good evening, sir. Okay, go ahead, talk to us. Yeah, your line is breaking, but go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I don't know what you are using. The device you are using is not clear, sir. It's not clear at all.
Can you hear me?
Okay, you are better now. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Yes, to be honest, I want to just emphasize regarding Abati's solution. In all honesty, Abati is not straightforward. He is a journalist that tends to pretend at some certain situations. I'll say that P2B was very weak towards addressing what happened to his brother's property. In the sense that he would have, on that very day, all those people that were at that particular scene doing the demolition, if he had done that on that very day, those who sent them would have been able to resurface their face. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We all have to be very careful with the kind of solutions we give, in the sense that for we to get a better or a new Nigeria, it's something that we need to start putting our hands together, and also making sure that we have to be on ground, irrespective of wherever we are. Because the idea of giving solution or saying this or one thing or the other online will not bring the desired result that all clamored for. This is a situation that we all have to come out just the way the Kenyans are doing currently right now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that for Obi to move further regarding the demolition of his property, he has to seriously be on top of things. That's my submission. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you, sir. All right. I'd like to take another call quickly. More people calling in. Guys, help us to press on the like, help us to share. Mr. Emmanuel, please talk to us, sir. All right, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Mr. Emmanuel, talk to us, sir.
Yeah, Elvis, I want to make just two comments about this Fubara. Elvis, sorry, if you, Fubara, what have you have done?
I'll resign. I'll resign. Simple.
Okay, that's good. Because you know one thing about this Nigerian thing, they will push you, they will back up. Fubara was left alone. You see all those elders, all those people, we are there. So I will blame Fubara, I will not blame Fubara. Although you just gave me the right answer, you will resign. That's perfect answer. But for Peter Obi, the last submission, this man just give, I really agree with him. Elvis, let's not be emotional. You have to be, see, for you to fight all these people, you have to be like a tiger. You don't fight these people with soft. They are lions. They are lions. They are lions. You see what Demolition said? He said APC, they will be very brutal in 2027. We need a very rugged. Let's leave. No, there's no strategy. You have to be like a lion to fight those people. You can't use soft voice. APC, they are so desperate. Look at what happened in those states. They have captured the police, captured the judiciary. What do you want to do? You have to be very raw. Let's just move low for a sentiment. Let's just be reality. You have to be very rugged and brutal. If you can't, step aside. That's why I don't fully disagree with Congo. They will swallow you. What is the Tinubu and the Wike? They will swallow you. You know what happened in those states? Everything happened like that. As soon as we just go like that, 12 days that the regulation go to court, everything end. So at times, I don't really on the norms. Peter Obi is the right man for Nigeria. But the culture Obi, to me personally, Obi is not a brutal enough. Nigeria need a brutal person. We need a very violent person. That's just the way. Let's remove sentiment aside. You can't fight all the wicked lion, all those social model. They still go to court. We don't capture. What do you want to do? Nigeria is so polluted. See, if I have my way, Emmanuel, if I have my way, although I'm outside the process, I will seek Turkish citizenship. Because Nigeria is not worth dying for. They are so corrupt.
Okay.
The other day, I was with my friend in Nigerian news, they were mocking Nigeria. Today now, my friend told me that they have started countryside against those states. Just imagine. Upon the law, the Dutch government passed. Today again, they have started cutting civil war again. After the judgment just passed. Do you want me to come out to Nigeria or come out there? I mean, those states come to those states for what? So the life is on the. Let me round up. My personal view, Obi must come like a lion. We don't need to go voice. You fight them, fight to fight, money for money, work for work. That's not the truth. That's not be saying you can't just go for it. All those blood-sucking people. We need the action, not judicial action. You cannot fight. Step aside. Oh, we fight. Let it go there. We're not going to save ourselves. Say no. We know Obi is the perfect person. But you have to be very poor. You have to be very vibrant.
Okay.
You don't take for granted to just come off why. You don't be like people over there. Or go they say construct the talk satanic games. No. Let's go for bully, fight or fight. Oh, if Nigeria want to be everybody else perish. We die fighting, not die for this thing. Thank you, Elvis. God bless you. I really appreciate what you are doing. My friends in Turkey, they are appreciating your good work, man. I see my friends in Turkey, they are appreciating your good work.
Oh, wow. Up, I best send my greetings. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir. Okay. I appreciate every one of you. I'd like to take another call quickly. So move on. Mana Deborah, you are the next to speak to us. Guys, just do your part by pressing on the like, help us to share. Mother Deborah, are you there? Thank you, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma. Good evening to you.
To everyone, all our viewers, you're all welcome to today's program. Just a quick contribution. Let me start by saying, let me start with Wike and his alleged the plots he gave to his son. You know, in my own opinion, I think Wike is only learning from Tinubu himself. He's trying to replicate what Tinubu is doing. That's it. And I don't think Tinubu trying to say they want to probe Wike. I don't think anything is going to come out of it. I think he's just doing it. He's just putting it out there, so to make it seem as if he wants to do something. But I don't think Tinubu will have the courage to do anything to Wike because they are both holding each other. They know where they both the connection, what brought them together. They are in it together. In this Tinubu's first tenure, he cannot do Wike anything because if he tries to do anything to Wike, Wike will sabotage his next re-election. So definitely Tinubu will just overlook anything that Wike is doing. Maybe if by chance he wins 2027, that's when he might want to do anything to Wike. But for now, Tinubu cannot do anything to Wike because he needs Wike for his re-election. Yeah, if he tries it, Wike will sabotage him. So whatever they are doing now, Tinubu cannot do anything to Wike. Wike will want. Don't forget that Wike still has his own political ambition, and he has not given it up. Wike wants to accumulate enough money that will enable him when he wants to come out for re-election. Maybe if he wants to contest for presidency, so he too will have enough money to buy the judiciary, buy everybody like the way Tinubu did. So Wike is just following the footsteps of Tinubu. That's just what is going on now. Yeah, that's about Wike. So regarding Fubara, you can see the way the governor was looking. He's just looking like somebody who has been whipped. You know, it's just a shame. So we in my own opinion, you see, the kind of government that Tinubu is going to run in Nigeria, it will be the type that Nigeria has never experienced. Yeah. Even the 8 years of Buhari, with everything that Buhari has done, that Buhari did during his 8 years, Tinubu is going to do times 10 of what Buhari did. Because it's obvious that even with all with whatever you think about Buhari did not control the state. Buhari did not do what Tinubu is currently doing. You know, so Tinubu, let us just hope that something changes. If nothing changes, and Tinubu is able to come back 2027, then Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. And the way things are looking, I've not seen anything that shows that Tinubu is not going to come back 2027. Except if the infights, the only thing that I can see, if the Northerners are able to fight him, because those ones, if they don't get their way, they can do anything. If they're able to put pressure on him, then I don't know what the outcome is likely to be. Otherwise, if it is buying anything buyable, Tinubu will do anything. And most of our political leaders in the South, they all have a price. They all have a price. You know, they cannot sell out. So those ones, I don't see them able to resist Tinubu. And there's a video I saw. I don't know if you saw it, Mr. Elvis. A very dark man was saying Tinubu is a smart man. I don't know. Did you see the video?
When? Today?
I saw it on YouTube.
Okay, I'm not sure if it was done today.
He was making a comparison. He said among all the people that are coming out, that Tinubu is is smart, that the way he's playing his politics, I hope, very, very dark man, he better not gamble into politics, because making such comments, to me, it looks somehow. The other time, that's how he came out to say Tinubu is this, he will campaign for him. And then later on, he saw how Tinubu was abusing power. I mean, the fact that somebody is doing what he's doing, you don't just come out and start praising someone like that. But I can understand where he's coming from. Yes, I understand when people talk about Tinubu in that manner. I still understand the area that they are coming from. The fact that he's able to manipulate his ways and buy whatever the people he wants to buy and get away with it, obviously, because Nigerians are not willing to do anything to stop him. So he's always going to get away with what he does. And there's no any indication so far that anybody, something is going to change, except, Mr. Elvis, let me be honest with you. I don't think Nigeria is going to be able to be changed politically. I'm beginning to feel that way, that if we think that through election Nigeria is going to change, I don't think that is going to happen. I might be wrong, but that's the way I feel. I don't think this current political atmosphere in Nigeria is going to be able to change anything through. Nigeria cannot change through election. I might be wrong, but that's just the way I'm seeing it. Except if something different comes up, like what happened in Burkina Faso, or something different comes up. But with all these people like Tinubu and Wike and all these people that are currently in Nigerian politics, to think that any kind of election will happen in Nigeria that is going to change things is looking more and more like that's not going to be possible, except Nigerians are able to really come out in mass and do something different. That's when maybe something will change. But currently, the way things are going, it doesn't look like that. And then lastly, regarding Peter Obi, Mr. Elvis, you're correct by saying Peter Obi those people should have been arrested somehow. Yes. But I don't believe that anybody in Lagos, I don't think anybody will be able to just go and demolish a building without the government not being aware. I think they are just trying to, so that people will not criticize them. They are just doing it undercover. That's my own opinion. I believe strongly that the Lagos state government are behind it. They might not come out openly because they don't want to be criticized, and they don't want to be seen as they are coming after Peter Obi. So they are just doing it in a coded way. I don't believe that anybody will just be bold to just go and start demolishing a house, a big house, like a big place like that inside Lagos, just like that, Mr. Elvis. That cannot happen without the government not being aware.
That's what shocked me, about everything.
No, but do you believe that? No, Mr. Elvis, let's put the puzzles together. With everything, you see, they are trying. Don't forget that they are all, everything that they are doing is towards 2027, and they will do everything to silence, to try and go after Peter Obi is their only threat, And again, there's no way anybody will just carry a caterpillar and go and start demolishing a house without the Lagos state government not being aware of it. I don't believe that for a second. They are just coming out to so that it will look as if they are innocent. But I don't believe that anybody will just come and demolish a house without the Lagos state government not knowing about it. That's not true. They know. They did it undercover so that they will not be criticized, so that it will not look as if they are going after Peter Obi. That's just what they are trying to do. But I don't believe 1 second that they don't know, they are not aware of it. They do. But they just don't want fingers to be pointed. They are just trying to avoid criticism. They did it undercover. So that fingers will not be pointed at them, so that they will not be accused. That's all. So and at the end of the day, justice will still not be served. Nothing is going to happen. They know they cannot follow due process to do it, because what they are doing is illegal. Probably they don't have any excuse that they would give that this is the reason why they did what they did, why they demolished the house. So because they don't have any legitimate reason to give, so they did it undercover, so they can so that fingers will not be pointed to them. But to say they don't know anything about it, that's not true.
Okay.
That is not true. They know. And it's something that they did undercover. As simple as that. So that people will not accuse them. That's all. Nobody can just carry caterpillar and go and demolish a house inside Lagos without the government not knowing about it. I don't think that is possible. They know, So
okay.
That's just all I wanted to contribute.
Thank you
so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, Mother Deborah. God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Yes,
if you listen to what Mother Deborah is saying, it's strange for Lagos State government to come out and say we are not aware of what happened. Yes, I agree with her. It's strange. We are not aware what happened and we are not sure who is behind it. But we are doing our investigation now. So does it mean that anybody can just get up now and carry caterpillar to people's house and demolish it just like that? I don't understand how they think they run this country. To be honest, I don't just understand. In fact, my brother called just now, Mr. Emmanuel, saying Nigerians don't worth fighting for. Sometimes, if you look at it, that's what I see sometimes. Yes. Because you'll be fighting how Nigeria can be better. Everybody will fold hands, everybody will look you there. Nobody is, as we they talk, so as hunger reach for this country, nobody these streets. When they defend, they say no, they go buy them, they take these streets. Okay, more you're this house like that, right? Black Panther, talk to us. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you.
That was my brother.
Hi.
The game has started.
Not be small team, my brother.
I would like to thank everybody, thank the viewers and the last speaker that spoke. She spoke well. I think she's beginning to align with what me and Madam Rita has been fighting, saying for a long time. Everybody is going to align. Gradually, we are getting the crowd. The alignment is getting better and stronger because we have stronger voice that can do the alignment. And they will be able to voice out to other people so that they can also continue to multiply. We need all this such thing for us to become one with the one idea. Now the game has started, Mr. Nagawash. You see that Wike, look, this man called Agbado use every opportunity that comes, which the whole entire country will focus on to his own advantage and to his ambition for 2027. This land issue that is UK is having problem, so he's going to take it as an advantage. And it's going to work. Not that he's going to push UK aside, but finally it will not work. So which we all expect that this thing is going to be to his advantage and to Wike's advantage. So we cannot push Wike aside. It's going to be very impossible for him to push Wike aside. But he's going to do it in such a way that Wike himself will know the plan, and Wike will oblige to the plan, and everything will be done deal for the ambition of the Mr. President. So, my brothers and sisters, this again. So, thank you.
Thank you, Black Panther. I appreciate you. Yes, Bill, I said today now cause because nobody on the panel. So I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you so much. It looks like we're not going to stay long here today, which is what I want. And for tomorrow, remember Saturday and Sunday, I've said it before, it's going to come out, do a short broadcast. So we should not count Saturday and Sunday as a major program, because at the end of the day, I also need time to rest. So yeah, if I come out, do just few minutes. I might not even post out a link. Yes, I might not post out a link at all. I might not even take calls. I'll just do my presentation, give my monologue. I don't run, or I might post a link, depending on how we're engaged, then I'll be there. But still, I don't want us to be 100% hoping that, yes, we'll have a full broadcast on the weekend, except maybe Tinubu and Wike, that they fight. So we just, okay, let's break the rules by staying longer and all that and debate it properly. If it's not emergency, there's no need. Monday to Friday is a buzz for us here. It's not easy. So the Saturday, Sunday, we're still going to come out. Expect us 7 p.m. We're going to do that. We're going to continue to do that. That's what I've thought about after discussing with some of you. Yeah, but it might probably just be a 30 minutes, 1 hour maximum long broadcast. Then we are done. You get me? So I guess when they hear me, because sometimes when I don't have anybody on the panel, when I'm talking like this, my mind will tell me, say, I always say, I know I talk to myself. But in conclusion, I want everybody to understand that 2027 is still far away between you and I, but it's not far away between these people that are fighting to continue to rule Nigeria in the wrong way. If we really want to win or have this Nigeria back, we shouldn't just look at Peter Obi and we expect him to do it alone. Obviously, yes, all of us don't agree. Peter Obi is so quiet, is this, is that. Okay, fine. But normally, people like Peter Obi, now UK government, UK citizens go they pray for. Because you don't need to use bad boats to win election for UK, for example. The day of election for UK, everywhere is peaceful. Just go there, do your thing and leave. Even they spend just 1 minute. You are done. Right? So people like Peter Obi, now better countries go they cry for, say they want. Now only Nigeria, yes, you and I know that someone like Peter Obi, with his quietness, they will continue to bully him, oppress him, and suppress him. And they have been doing that. You can see that already. You can see that even the smallest thing amongst them can come out to talk down on Peter Obi as they like. If Peter Obi, obviously you and I know that if Peter Obi have the opportunity to rule this country, he might probably, that's my belief though, anything can change, but he might probably be the best president that Nigeria have ever produced. But for you to be the best president that Nigeria have ever produced, a lot of people will lose their job. I mean, they are criminal jobs. That's why they are stamping and standing against that from happening. Because if it happened, a lot of them will lose their job. That loopholes where they are making their money from, all will be closed. You and okay, if you don't say Peter will be quiet or not quiet, you and I know, say Peter Obi cannot be in office. All these satanic loopholes where you offer everywhere, where everybody they enriches themselves. So go feed day. You and I know say something not fit they happen for those states, say they buy people, or for Benue State, or for Lagos State. Peter Obi not go visit there by himself. You and I know it cannot happen. So when you see people like us supporting Peter Obi, that is the man that we want, then you get to understand that, yes, we have checked, we have scrutinized, we have carefully done our research about him. He's the man. But unfortunately, he go hard before they let this man enter. It go hard though, my people, because the only last hope we Peter Obi get now the judiciary, which they already turned am down already in the past election. So, what's your take in 2027? Nigerians, what are you standing for? That's my question. Because the way me they see him, Peter Obi is alone. Doesn't everybody else blame him? Including myself, Peter Obi this, Peter Obi that. Where are the people? The people. Abuna want me say they get plan, maybe with they hide them, Abi. Your principal that all of us are saying is our principal, we want it to be president and all that. He crack come and say younger brother building destroy. Nobody is even talking about it in the whole Nigeria. Nobody talk about it. I don't understand. If I say people don't forget to, they don't move on. Yes, because day before yesterday, everything were, yesterday the same thing on social media. But today, Wike Fubara, this don't cover everything. Nobody talk about Peter Obi and the brother beauty anymore. To be honest, do your research. Go on social media and check. Nobody is even talking about it anymore. Why is it that we are very quick to move on in this country? We are very quick. That's why we support what my brother who called earlier on, Mr. Emmanuel. Say Nigerians don't worth fighting for. Because it doesn't make sense. One person cannot do it. Okay, let me ask you a question. Don't you think that someone like Peter Obi will be very happy if he's watching you on TV fighting for him, or you people engage the streets in a peaceful manner, demanding for something that you know that is not that has not been given to you or are illegally taken away from you? But nobody is doing this. Am I concerned with that? Nobody. Everybody just quiet. Even sometimes me myself ask people questions and they say, no, if we talk, no, they have what we don't have. They have weapon we don't have. I know, I understand. But my people, with this, they like say we have a long way to go. Let's be honest to ourselves. We have a long way to go. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Talk to us.
Hello, good evening, sir. Mr. Elvis. My greetings.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Where are you calling from? Your name, sir?
I'm calling from Germany. That guy, I changed my number. That guy that said for a long time there's no light in my community.
Okay. Yes, in Benin. I'll be in Edo State, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Talk to us. We are live.
Okay. My brother, let me first of all speak to Mr. Peter Obi. My brother, a person like Peter Obi, it will be hard to get in Nigeria. And if that gets power, sir, all this rascality they are doing, it will end.
Yes.
It will end. But you cannot use rascality to fight rascality, sir. You have to use the rule of law. If a person like Peter Obi tie those people down, sir, you will see how people will come on again. They will say, okay, this is how you want to rule Nigeria. You want to rule Nigeria without law. This is how you want to Nigeria. You want to be taking the law into your hand. You will see how.
No. But what no. Listen, sir. Let me get that straight. What I meant by tie them down doesn't mean you have to actually tie them with rope. Get them arrested. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Supposed to have get them arrested.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is person again. He knew that even though he arrests them, they will still use a normal way to release them. So coming to social media is the best option for him, which he has done. And going to Sky's News in London is another way. It's another way, sir. You have to use law to fight these people. It's not by rascality. It will not work. Then to Wike and Tinubu, sir, to my own view, if it is a company, according to the way they said it, that a company have a right, provided that money is not going to Wike purse. If that money is going to the public purse or to the government coffers, yes, a little boy who will have the right to open a company can acquire any land provided he paid for it. He is not given to him free. To my hope, to the way I check it, because you can see my logo there. It's my own company. I have also land that I bought with my money in a state, and it's into real estate. You understand me, sir? So if you cannot come and tell me that a small boy like me, I'm controlling almost 50 acres or 60 acres, the one I can be able to afford. You understand me? So because I acquired it through the legal way, through the legal means of acquiring it. It's a company, not an individual. If it is individual, you will not question him, where do you get that money? But if it's a company, provided, I believe only him cannot have that kind of money or that kind of company. So to me, that one is another way. Coming 2027, sir, I believe Peter Obi will go a long way if he continue with this trajectory that is going on now. We all are with him. I'm obedient. But my friends are obedient. We work with him, sir. I thank you, my brother, for your service.
Thank you, sir.
And sir, please don't relocate to this land grabbing in those states and this Ogodi, the way where they are destroying how where the VDM go. Please, we are still looking at you as another VDM, please, sir. No matter what they did, no matter how what they said to you, the freedom fighter is always being blamed for something. Please, sir, don't relent. You are still our voice. You are still our voice there. Please, sir. You still have to head. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. All right. On this particular one, many of you have been reaching out to me saying that the ongoing demolition, land grabbing, and all that in those states, that I need to talk on it. Anyway, for now, I don't have comment on that. But let's see how it goes. Let's come back to names that I'm seeing. I bet, can somebody help me find Mr. Johnson Emmanuel? When I say the dog carry this man, the dog gonna go one area where I don't know which name Mr. Johnson Emmanuel can they use now, for Christ's sake. I never see my big brother since. Different name you offer everywhere. They don't understand. YouTube, now you turn everything to Bala Blue like this. Hello, Black Panther, you dey call back again. Oh, I don't lost you there. YouTube don't change everything like this. Oh, make Black Panther quick talk to me first. Black Panther, you did there? Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, now you come to Orugbe. Yes, you they call me just now, Nabi.
Yes, sorry for calling back.
Okay.
I want to speak on what the last man said. The last speaker that called, he is right. You see, if Wike's son is the owner of a company, and the company he has a chairman and co-chairman, other people that partner with the company, they can seek for acquisition of land if they have the finances, and Wike can sell to them. If the son, even if the son is among the member of this thing, because there's no law that stated in that if your son is a member, just like Mr. Obi is a member of UBA Bank, I mean, he has a share UBA Bank. UBA Bank can bid for any federal stuff. That does not mean that Mr. Obi is buying it. Because that's the way they are going to come, and I believe that's the way it is, that they planned it. And on that case, any investigation that come up will have no relevance because it's already covered. All the documentation is already there. People that are joint owners of the company, which Wike's son is part of it, because Wike's son, I believe, is an adult. So he can own a company and property. So if you are above a certain age, you can do that. So on that aspect, the investigation will come out in this way that guy and I have spoken. It will definitely come out that way because there's no way you can give a small person a land and it's not an adult. So it cannot be done like that. They've already planned it and everything is already cycled because it's going to be company is not being owned by his son, but his son is the chairman of the company, being in partnership with other companies. That's the way it's going to come out and they're going to go scot-free. So the deal is done already. They make it, and by the way, we use that one to gain more popularity. That is what's going to happen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. I will see to these names. Me, I don't understand though. These names so way that your car is changed so. I go help you now. Make I tell you now how I want to go back so that you be close to your name. Because the way it is this, so you don't come be like say, we call the find people they go. For me, call the talk, call Mr. Emmanuel Orukbe. I don't understand though, Mr. Emmanuel. I'm the Orukbe, I know you for everything don't change. You need to go change that name, put him Johnson Emmanuel that you have before. Obviously, that name will be taken. Then you cannot add Orukbe to it at the end. Then you'll be good. You know, all you just need to do is that go to your customization on your, many of you are using phone to access YouTube. I don't know if these options are there. It should be there. Go to customization. If you go to customization, you see handle. On that handle, you see this your name like Orukbe now. You know, you see it there. When you go there, Orukbe 1. So what you need to do, you now put Johnson Emmanuel Orukbe. Obviously, there's nobody that already take that have taken that name or by now, I guess. But if anybody take you should come put 1978 or 78 years, put down Jordan. But at least let us be used to the first name that will come into the comment section. If not, everywhere dot bala blow. Agio Debzi is good. We still don't say that she be that, but this is already your channel, Mr. Emmanuel. Go Orukbe. So you need to go and do investigation about this. YouTube, now do this one. You know, many names don't change here. You know, in fact, I will say they not change my own. No, they can't change my own. Let me type. My secretary now they get for there. Okay, yes. They can't change our own because it's still going to be the same thing. Nigeria Watch Media, yes. You know, because our own is already registered and we have a tick. So our name cannot be, our handle cannot be changed by anybody again forever. But yes, you guys try to do this, please. Do this by going to your customization and change your name. And now, Black Panther, now you can be Africa Banter TV. So Black Panther, and so YouTube, your content will reduce you like this. I bet Mona go customization, go change this thing. No, go there, go and change it ASAP. Change it and put Black Panther, and you cannot add another thing to it to cement it. Okay, please, Mona, do on this evening. Immediately I end the show now. Just go and do that because everywhere you're scatter for here. It go hard before I go know my people for here again. See, Bexman, you are still good. We still know you. And you all know go hard. Stevie Stan, you are still good. You know, yes, but Black Panther, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Mona go change that this evening, I beg. Divine Cross, they just change your own. But you are good, you are still the same. You know, Timmy Idibe, you are still good, you are still the same. So many of you are still okay. You know, it's just that they don't allow Mr. Shosho. Mr. Shosho, you're always good now. I like it. I believe you go change that because that your Shosho, not be so if it be before earlier on. So you went to church this now, Mr. Shosho, which is good. So Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, go and do that ASAP. Put Johnson Emmanuel or Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Maybe if you put Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, you don't need to put Rukbe Journal. And you see now, Mr. Show, you all go change your own now, show. You know, so Mona go change as I tell you, now go to customization, you know, customization and do this there. You know, be very, very easy. If you don't know, maybe tomorrow I might do a proper educative illustration on it so that I will go fit a run. You know, but we could go run now. Yes, you can add number, you know, if the name you put in there is not accepted. But if Mr. Johnson Emmanuel put Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, and I think you'll be fine. If it's not fine, then just put Johnson Emmanuel Orukbe. Peg Modi, you are still good. You are still good, man. You know, you don't need to change anything. Peg Modi is still there. They only just put 78 years for your own. You know, you don't see that our normal years like that. They had not joined man that Peg Modi own 78 years. He did there. Mona put na when I say he did man that Peg Modi own. You know, so yes. Mona go change. Now only God know the name where they don't change Madarita, Oga CM, and all those people there. All of them to Oga CBD. They don't scatter all of their names now. All of you can go follow this way where I tell you now. So you see, Aziabo instead of Abu Azi, we fed no, Aziabo they can't go give you. Then they can't do you upside down. Aziabo. Oluwatosi, they don't see change your own. No, they don't change my own. Like Oluwatosi, it's not possible. They can't even put FVs there. Our own is already certified. It's Nigerian Watch Media certified. Our platform is verified and ticked. So the change, whether they change, they go not reach our side. Okay. You see now, this person where they talk, where they comment, so M.1540. Who can be that one now? Hey God. So now our family before they don't go give her now M.15140. So if I want to greet you now, I want to greet you now. I can say good evening, M.15140. How are you doing today? M.1540. Yes, boy. Everywhere don't blue. You have to change that name. Go to your customization, please. Wisdom Lucky, yes, you are still good. You can't. Your name is good, man. God. Oh, he resigned. Ganduje resigned or he died. When you say he's gone, I don't understand though. He resigned. Hey, whoa. But I said that slap when they give this man really affect him. Oh, I don't go to beat a elderly man like that. Oh, very sad. It's not nice now. You beat a pa like that. You beat him woto. A pa have to now resign. Oh, not true. Oh, I don't go. No, he resigned, not that. He resigned. Breaking Ganduje resigned as APC national chairman. That beat. I don't say that beating will result to things like this. They too beat up where. The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has resigned. Sources confirmed that Ganduje tendered his resignation on health ground. That beat, God, you just slap you the tear a forehead. That's not nice now. They say they tear around that forehead so allegedly. Sorry, I hope say this will not be that time where the hide dollar for inside one agbada and it could be one reservoir ram. I hope it not be him. And it cannot be him because this one is very transparent man. This one is the truthful man. This one not the thief money, you know the thief dollar. So you get one a pal like that way, thief many bundle of dollar. They call it put up for inside, but it cannot be this man. I know it cannot be him. Cannot be him. You know, so anyway, let's move on before I can go drag me go where I don't know. I don't talk him. It not be him. Not be him. Get one a power do him. You know, but meanwhile, Mr. Odowa, you don't enjoy this panel now go everyone go so, but you have to quickly talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. I better talk to us. 8 minutes. Let's round up.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and the passerby. Happy Friday to all of us. Thank you all. Well, according to the topic that Tinubu order probe of Wike over land allocated to family. Well, it's a good direction if it is true, because Nigeria, anything can happen. I will say to Abati, who said everybody has right to own a property according to constitution or what not constitution. Yes, it's right. Everybody has right. Then how big or small is the property that the person will have right to? And where? And what job has the person does on all his life or did? Then where did he get such money that we buy that property? But he would have come to an answer, because as I can see, or if I may view, if it is really for Wike son, I believe Wike son have never worked. Then where will he have such money that we buy that land? Then if it is Wike that gave his son money, okay, that means Wike is using his son to collect people's land in Abuja. Because the last time I checked, Wike is from River State. If it is for company, whatever the company, why did Wike not allocate that land in River State to that company when he was a governor? So that we know it's for farming. Now, if it is for farming, I thought they say Abuja is the headquarters. Now, that is why they are destroying people who live there already, who live there for years, who their origin were even from Abuja. Then you are not destroying their house, destroying their property, giving it to a company for farming. It will not better you let those people live in their place and farm with their land than destroying them, making them a refugee in their own village or in their own land, which they were, their great grandfather were born from. So it is a pity when people just talk, claim to be elder without sense, or claim to be journalists without really understanding journalism. About issue, tell us the job that Wike son has done for him to acquire such money that we buy such land. So that is for that. And even Wike, they said was a lawyer. And nobody know Wike as a lawyer has never even go to any court to go and win any case. Then where did he have those money? Because as a governor, he have loot all the entire River State, take it to property to his own self, just like the way Tinubu did in Lagos. Even Tinubu can be proved that okay, he was a drug dealer, so he has money from his drug. But Wike, nothing to show off. Just a governor, then you become the one who now allocate all land from Abuja to your family. So people should know what they are saying. Abati should know what he's saying and talk well, talk with sense. Then for Wike and the Fubara, this to tell you that PDP is not a party. So all criminal, all people, APCs, APC, they call them, all people criminal parties, which is the APC, are not the one telling a PDP member that don't contest. That's tell you that the PDP doesn't have party, because it is the PDP that have right that we tell the person who will contest in their party, not the APC. Whether you are president or you are judge or whatever, you don't have right of telling person not to contest. It is his choice, and it is the choice of the party to say we will present you or we will not. But because people are blindfolded or they are dumb-sided or dumb-headed, so that is why they will not say, Tinubu give order and that order will be final. If not because of people doesn't really, that is why I'm saying Nigerians, they are so foolish, they are so tataman, they are so ignorant, but they claim to be wise. Now, the problem in River State, the river people could not fight for it. Other states could not come out and say, no, these things will not exist. Even lawyers and judges that we said they whether retire or not retire could not sue the Tinubu government for suspending a democratic, according to what they call democratic elect person, governor. None of them. Then it is the Wike who said that once he leave office, it will no longer concern. It's not the one who will be giving order or what to do in River State. It is really painful and shameless for the river people not to stand on the ground and said, enough is enough. This is what we want. This is who we want. This is how we want it. So it is unfortunate that a man from another state is not the one deciding what will happen in their state. Well, PDP, people should not call PDP a party or opposition. They
All right,
should
1 minute,
just,
sir.
they should just let everybody know that it's the same thing. They are APC and APC is PDP. Then for Peter Obi, people are saying Peter Obi did not do this, did not do that. It is the right of anybody to think of what to do for his own self. But everybody's way of life is not the same thing. Even Peter Obi could not fight or whatever. Is it not, if Lagos state government said they are not aware, but the caterpillar or whatever they call them, that they used to destroy the land is still there. So the Lagos state cannot order emergency arrest of those caterpillar and arrest the owner of that caterpillar or whatever. Then for him to provide the people that came to destroy the house. If Lagos state said they are not aware, the way that man was talking in the television shows that they are the one who ordered that demolition. Because you don't say that, why must Peter Obi come out and be lamenting? First, you have to talk. Whether you are taking any legal action, non-legal action, you must talk for people to know that this is what is happening. So for them, they thought if they will just demolish that house, that nobody will just, then Peter Obi, nobody will just voice out. The truth is that Igbo people, they are telling you, go and live on your own country, because that is just the truth. If not, demolition of half, they are the ones who sold their land for you people. And they are not the one also staying, trying to drag you people, waste your money, squander your money, make your money useless.
Thank you.
The truth is, go, because if it is your place, outsider will not come and do it. Even your governor will not do it without notice. Okay, thank you, Mr. Nyesom. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you very much. All right. I appreciate every one of you, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. According to what Mr. Dua is saying, that you know, they are trying to tell you people to go live in your own country. No, they are not telling them to go live in their own country. These people have been calling for separation for a while now. I believe they have been doing all this before I was born. They are not letting them go, and the continued marginalization and suppression is still going on this particular tribe. Is wrong. If you don't like them, let them go. In fact, not only the Igbos that want to go now, the answer the other day were saying they want to go. Yoruba even want to go. Me as an Idoma, I'm not supporting 100%. I would like us to go. Yes, I want Edo State to be a country, or Benin Kingdom to be a country. Anyhow, we want to do one, but or we merge with other people. It's nothing is working. Let's be honest. Nothing is working in the country. So let's be honest ourselves. You don't want these people to go, and the oppression is too much. Revelation going on that there's a vow you guys made that Iboma cannot be a president. Although I know there's no yoke that cannot be broken, but still, I will advise the people to come out properly and support Peter Obi. That's all I can say. Because I can see a lot of hypocrisy amongst us. Let's be honest. A lot of hypocrisy because nobody is talking. Yes, online, yes, we are very good, but what is happening? Me, the man not gonna go use my mouth talk something where I'll call it, una no say they say una not good, una not reach to fight for. I am not going to use my mind talk something now. I can't fall in trouble. Now they say, who send them? But normally, the way things they go for this Nigeria, so we go like that. And people will come to the end of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you. Now God will bless you. Now it's going to be tomorrow again, 7 p.m. Nigeria time. I'm just going to come in shortly, project what I can, then we'll round up tomorrow. So our proper broadcast might be that Sunday or Monday, but who knows? But certainly from Monday. But it might be Sunday, who knows? But I appreciate you all, my people. Just press on the like, help us to share, and always do your part, by supporting us anyhow you can to encourage what we do here. Mother Peggy Modi, thank you so much earlier on for the membership and the super chat. I'm always grateful for all that you do. Thank you so much for every one of you that called into this show today. Madam Deborah, Madam Amy, and many others that called in. I don't forget to name. God will bless all of them. Mr. Emmanuel, Black Panther, and many, many more. Thank you so much, my people. Thank you, my big brother, Mr. Odowa, for coming to the panel. Today, I've been teasing nobody will join panel at all. I just wanted to be happy with my monologue, communication or interaction with the people in the comment section and my callers. I appreciate you all, my people. Now tomorrow it will be. Thank you so much, Mother, for Mommy. I appreciate you, Mommy, for all that you do. Thank you, Azi Abu Azi. Hey God, okay. I want to say maybe take great Mr. Jose Emmanuel now, because I want to close now. I want to greet Mr. Jose Emmanuel now. Mr. Jose Emmanuel, change his name tomorrow, sir. Please. Good evening to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Best Max. Thank you. And I thank you, Mother, once again. God's grace, I can see you. Thank you very much. Oluwato, say my brother, it's been a while. You need to come in and put your voice to what is affecting us here. Africa Banta. Hey, Black Panther, go and change your name, my friend. In fact, if you don't change your name, you not go join this panel again, Black Panther. Not be me who come to carry the talk of this Bata. Wait with that. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, my people. Make it a good night. It's good and is very, very exciting when you finish on time, so that I can have time to do other things. Yes. Good night and bye for now.
This is what we are living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion, moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Whether not good work good, about the work good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good work good, about the work good. I make a fear my God. Whether not good work good, about the work good. I make a fear my maker. Whether not good work good, about the work good. Whoever will come and go on song, organize. My God, my maker.